Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. You know, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 267 days later removed from December 10th, which was when Cyberpunk 2077 launched, when Cyberpunk 2077 first arrived on the scene. 267 days later, and these stupid idiots, these CD Projekt Red fanboys, have still refused to apologize to world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh yeah, that's right, 267 days later, and these stupid idiots have yet to apologize to world-class. And the entire situation, believe me, is so incredibly sad. Because what needs to happen is you need to acknowledge the fact that World Class came out of the woodwork early before anyone else, and he exposed what was, quite frankly, the biggest blunder in all of video. You can disagree until the cows come home, but that's what happened. And World Class, as such, deserves a trophy. World Class needs the Panam Trophy. World Class needs the Judy Trophy. But are those trophies headed my way? Absolutely not. Because they want to sit there and they want to go, oh, Michael, you ain't nothing but a clown. Go back to the Clown Academy, Michael. Hey, you know what, Michael? You don't fit the mold of what a YouTuber should be. You got them weird, freaky eyes. You got the hair that don't even match anything, Michael. Hell, your skeletal ain't all that cool looking. So you know what? We can't resonate. As such, Michael, we can't resonate. You're all over the map, Michael. You don't even know what you're talking about. You know what, Michael? You were just lucky with Cyberpunk, because you say that about every game there, mister. You know? That's the same old script that I hear every single time I'm right. Every single time World Class is right. And by the way, Cyberpunk wasn't the first time that I was right, okay? Every time I hear that, it's just so incredibly sad. And it's coming from the low IQ, highly unintelligent, stupid idiots that browse Reddit and Reset era day in and day out. You know, it's so incredibly sad. 267 days later, and Cyberpunk 2077, now we got word, let me tell you this, 267 days later, now we got word that Cyberpunk 2077 might not release later this year on next-gen hardware because, well, they need more time. Imagine giving the lazy millennial devs over at CD Projekt Red more time, because you damn well know that they're not going to hit that home run. You damn well know that this entire situation is so incredibly sad, and it's in the shitter. It's in the shitter, and it always will be. And now what's happening, folks, is the lazy millennial devs over at CD Projekt Red, what's going on is that they're hiring modders, these neckbeard modders, because they can't put in the work themselves. They don't know how to throw the football like Tom Brady. So what they do is they find these idiots who have so much time on their hands, and that's the reality of it.
KT donated $2 through Super Chat. Not even Keanu Reeves could shill for Cyber 2077.
You know what should happen? Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate you, KT, coming through with the $2. You know what should happen? Someone should ask Keanu Reeves 267 days later, what went so unequivocally wrong with Cyberpunk? I mean, if I get the opportunity to talk to Keanu Reeves, not that that's ever going to happen, but if World Class is ever in the vicinity of Keanu Reeves, we got a lot of questions. You know what I mean? We got a lot of questions, and they're specifically about Cyberpunk, and I hope he has the time. Because you know what? It was the biggest blunder in all of video. And at some point, Keanu Reeves is going to have to acknowledge the fact that CD Projekt Red didn't hit that home run, but everyone is so brainwashed these days, they're like, well, Michael, I don't know what to think there, buddy. I don't know what to do there, buddy. Will you come over here? I'm going to step up to that plate, unlike anyone on this entire platform, and we have to continue to climb this Mount Everest that is seemingly impossible to climb because every day we get pushed back 20 feet. We made 20 feet of progress. We're getting past, So that's what's happening. That is what is happening, folks, and it is so incredibly sad. There's no one on this entire platform that's going to put on a show like this for you here today. It's as simple as that. I mean, you think Angry Joe's going to come out here and look homeless? It ain't going to happen, okay? You think Dr. Disrespect is going to come out here and look homeless? It ain't going to happen, believe me. So you have to understand that World Class is stepping up to the plate. You've never seen it before.
V1 donated $2 through Super Chat. Hashtag justice for young mans.
Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to experiment today. I don't know if this is going to work out. We're going to be taking your calls through the telephone lines. But in addition, we did bring some extra hardware today to see if this works, okay? So we're going to talk about that in just a moment, but we're not quite ready for it just yet as people continue to pile in here, as they continue to come in here and they say, well, Michael, why don't you keep milking this Cyberpunk? Why don't you move on to something else, Michael? You come over here and you milk this Cyberpunk day in and day out. Let me tell you this, Michael, no one cares about Cyberpunk. Excuse you? You're going to buy this game if it does. You're going to buy this game again if it does come out later this year, or even if it does come out next year. February, March, April, May. Who the fuck knows? Who really cares? But at this point, they have you hook, line, and sinker. That's the reality of the situation. CD Projekt Red, they have you hook, line, and sinker because when they re-release The Witcher, you're going to buy it. When they re-release Cyberpunk, you're going to buy it. When they throw out some paid DLC, you're going to buy it. You don't care if it's buggy. You don't care if the game didn't meet expectations. You don't care if anyone lied. You don't care if I was right. You just don't care, and that's the problem with this industry is you don't care because you listen to these corporate shills. You listen to these stupid idiots that want to get in bed. They're like, oh, Michael, I'm the modern day QVC, but for video, oh my God, Hey, a lot of bears. Let me give you a call. I got you on the speed dial. Hey, Alana, how you doing?
KT donated $2 through Super Chat. I'm starting to think boomer devs were better.
Absolutely. And the boomer devs probably left CD Projekt Red, before all this happened. That I can tell you that I know. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. KT coming through with the $2 super chat, continuing to move the wheels in a way that makes sense. I mean, this Cyberpunk situation, 267 days later, is as dead as Resident Evil. In fact, I think Cyberpunk's more alive than Resident Evil at this point, which is really sad. But nonetheless, this was the biggest blunder in all of video that I know, that I can tell you, and they just can't handle it. They're like, well, Michael, this is slop. I don't know what to tell you there, buddy. Because you don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Hell, you ain't nothing but a clown. That's right, Michael, you ain't nothing but a clown. They sit there and they come at me with the same old script, the same old excuses. Oh, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Hell, you ain't nothing but a clown. You have to understand that not only did I predict that this game was going to be the biggest blunder in all of video, mind you, back in 2019, but I also had the game early. And that's a key component to the story because you want to sit there and say, oh, big deal, Michael. You predicted the game was going to be janky. You're such an egomaniac, Michael. No, that's not half the story because the other part of the story that you don't want to mention because you don't want to give World Class credit is I had the game before anyone else. So much so that IGN had to use my footage for the PS4 version because no one else had it. That's the reality of the situation. That's what you need to understand. It's not about beating a dead horse, milking a dead cow, whatever the fuck you guys say. It's about ultimately coming out here and reminding you that if we don't, give this history lesson, ultimately it's going to fucking repeat itself and you're going to bitch and complain on Twitter and then you're going to consume once more. So you continue to consume on a daily basis. That's fine with me, but just know that you're continuing to excuse this nonsense, this slop, the unfinished nature of these products. I mean, look at Battlefield 2042, and my oh my, Battlefield 2042, they just put out gameplay on Twitter, I think, maybe somewhere else as well, and it looks like absolute slop. I mean, Battlefield 3 looks better than what the hell Battlefield 2042 is, and I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not lying. That's just the way it is. It's really so incredibly sad. So we're going to have to deploy the troops. We're going to have to get them in here because I'm going to tell you what, the world class is ready. The train doesn't, look, you call the conductor and you say, you know what, Mr. Conductor, this doesn't work for my schedule. Can you please delay the train for the next 10 minutes? No. The conductor's going to look at his watch and he's going to say, hey, let's get it going. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. The conductor's going to laugh right in your face. This train is moving, regardless of whether or not you want to be on it. If you want to get off and you want to have your little moment where you say, bye, Michael, bye, everyone, that's fine. Get your ass off the train. But this train is never stopping. This train will always be moving, and I am telling you right here and right now, some people are not equipped for that. They are not able to handle that reality because this is not a sprint out here. What this is instead of a sprint is it's a marathon, and marathons are very long. So we continue to move throughout the face of adversity and, many roadblocks, believe me, many roadblocks. World class right out here, baby. Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later, the story continues to unfold as, well, again, I just informed you that earlier. They said basically the Cyberpunk 2077 next generation update, PS5, Series X, that might be delayed into next year, which probably is for the best, but at the end of the day, it's laughable that they can't get anything done. And then CD Projekt Red is also hiring, they're also hiring neckbeard modders because they can't figure out, the game itself. They don't know how to fucking sift through that spaghetti code, so they hire these modders that have so much time on their hands. These Discord moderators, these Reddit moderators, they get them into CD Projekt Red and they say, hey, do the work because we fucking can. That's why we paying you the fucking money. You know what I mean? I mean, it's fucking smart, but it shows their incompetence. It shows that the lazy millennial devs just couldn't hit that fucking home run because I think everyone that made The Witcher, or at least a lot of people that made The Witcher, they didn't come over to they didn't come over to Cyberpunk 2077, at least as far as I can tell. I mean, I'm not saying the whole fucking team's different, but it very well could be. Nonetheless, at this point, the whole damn thing's a shit show. So if you like The Witcher 3, it don't matter because The Witcher 4 ain't gonna be the fucking same. The fucking people that made The Witcher 3 are left. They literally left. Like, the fucking director of The Witcher 3 is no longer at CD Projekt Red. So how can you sit there and hype up, Witcher 4 when ultimately your ass is in the fucking sun? In regards to The Witcher 4 hitting that home run. So here's what we're going to do, folks. Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later. We're going to continue to cover this throughout the entire year. And if it does get delayed officially, that is going to suck because, well, I want to see another big blunder and laugh at CD Projekt Red once more because I know all these shills are going to come out of the woodwork and say, here we go, Cyberpunk 2077, round 2, version, whatever. It's really so incredibly sad. Nonetheless, here's what we're going to do, folks. The reality of the situation continues to unfold in a way that makes sense. 818-284-4568. You can call into the most Kino Comfy live show in all of video. And then after this, we're going to try and move on to something else that we have never tried before. I don't know if it's going to work. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, we'll just, stick to this. But with that said, we're also going to try to expand out here a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned. Tell your friends, World Class is live. Get them in here. Deploy the troops. Get to Reddit and reset era. If you have to go to V, you got to go to V. But I'm not, hey, look, you get banned, that ain't on me. You enter at your own risk. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. You go out there at your own risk. Well, they interrupted me. Hello, you're on the air. Oh, man.
Hey, Michael, guess what? I pre-ordered Dying Light 2.
Oh, no. Speaking of the new Cyberpunk, I mean, Jesus Lord.
I want Judy. Judy's my girlfriend.
Oh, man. Yeah. How's your mother doing at the tanning office? I mean, come on. This is what I was going to do before we got interrupted. Come on. Testing. 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 You know how I got these scars? I told your mother I said hi. Alrighty, we had to wake some people up. Hopefully I didn't blow out your home theater system, but I know you're rich enough to buy another, so. Alrighty, we cannot take Skype calls right now. Obviously, this isn't working. You guys are, well, actually, you know, as soon as I pull. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. All right, we can't do that. People aren't ready. People can't show up. I mean, if I were climbing Mount Everest right now, would you be more inclined to share the link? If I were climbing Mount Everest and talking about Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later, as I was climbing Mount Everest, would you be more inclined to share the link then? I doubt it. We'd still be stuck at 50 viewers. You know, the world loves to work against world class, and I know you hear that from your coworkers all the time at the Deadbeat Factory, but that's just the reality of the fucking situation. Alrighty, in just at the top of the hour, we got about 30 minutes still. I do have something planned. I don't know if it's going to necessarily work out, but it is the new thing that we're talking about and trying to incorporate here, in addition to the telephone lines here. So we're going to, make sure we get to that, and that's just going to be the reality of the situation. Oh, but Michael, we don't want to come over here anymore because you're so boring, Michael. I went to McDonald's for a year straight, and I came to the conclusion, Michael, after going to McDonald's for 1 year, I came to the conclusion that, you know what, Michael? They changed the recipe. And I called McDonald himself, and he said they didn't change it, but I damn well know that they changed the recipe. And that's what happens over here. These fake fans, they come over here, they infest world class, they pretend to be big fans, biggest fans. That's all I hear every fucking week. Hey, who's the biggest fan this day? Oh, it's this guy? 1 week later, he done, he gone, he out, excuses. So, the recipe over here didn't change. It's just your little interest has peaked, and maybe your ship has sailed. But believe me, the best is yet to come. This show hasn't even really started. You know what I mean? Imagine not sitting through the reality of the situation. Like I said, this train is off and running, but we haven't hit that destination. Oh no. You know how I got these scars? I told your mother I said hi, and she didn't like that. Not one bit. Alrighty. In the meantime, Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later, the reality of the situation continues to unfold.
Dragon of Dojima donated
Dragon of Kojima, let's go, baby!
Cyberpunk is forever over. Keep giving us the truth.
That's what we have to. Again, if I don't come out here and reiterate what happened, people are going to forget. They've already forgotten. So we have to continue to do this on a, not daily basis, but, every so often we have to come out here and reiterate what happened, how it ultimately unfolded, and how the cracks were starting to show years in advance, and yet people didn't want to listen. World Class was there before anyone else. World Class was at the scene, and so many people are jealous. Believe me, they're like, oh my God, Michael, you went down to that Titanic? What'd you find down there in that Titanic? You went down there with James Cameron. You got in that damn submarine, Michael. You got on that TikTok and you started filming, and James Cameron said, no. Jesus.
Harvsey donated £2 through Super Chat. You told me on the phone you don't like niggers.
Oh, man. Look, when I go to the Titanic again, I ain't inviting you stupid idiots, okay? You know who you are. Because James Cameron ain't going to allow that. He's going to take me down to the Titanic, and we're going to see the remainder of the shell that was the biggest ship on the goddamn planet at one point. You know what I mean? And believe me, the bacteria eating her alive. So as such, it ain't going to be much longer, okay? Maybe 10 years and the whole fucking ship gone. That's just the way it is. That's the reality of the situation, and that's what you need to understand. But no, Michael, I don't believe you, buddy. No one cares. Because if you don't care and you got a bone to pick with world-class veteran video game critic, get your ass on the line right now, 818-284-4568, or don't. I'll just call your mother, and we're going to set up a date and we're going to stream it, and I don't give a shit if you watch, because that's what's going to fucking happen. We're going to take her out to the fucking sushi, and then we're going to come back and we're going to fucking watch Netflix and chill. That's what's going to fucking happen, baby. We're going to watch the Adam Sandler movie where he acts like a retard and he carves the pumpkin. I'm Adam Sandler. Who the fuck watching that shit? Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later. Hello, you're on the air.
Mikey, you ready for Elden Ring, baby?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You ready for
You
Elden Ring
guys
madness, aren't
really
you?
want me to start talking about that Elden Ring shit 4 months out, 5
You're not
months out? I mean,
excited
come
about
on,
Elden
bro.
Ring?
No one's excited for Elden Ring. That's an incel-only game. I mean, that's a game that you play when you got no sex.
Oh. What about the Dark Souls? You're a fan of Dark Souls 3,
No,
aren't you?
I'm not a fan of Dark Souls. I've reviewed Dark Souls 3. It's up on the channel. I reviewed it in 2016 or whenever, and it's absolutely terrible. I actually reviewed Samurai Souls as well, okay?
Okay, tell me this. What's your top 2 games?
Oh,
that
here
you
we
think
go. I
qualify?
mean, I can't give you the top 2 games, bro.
Okay, well then, a good game.
Well, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, because of...
Oh, come on. We're not doing this, bro. I mean, look, you know Grand Theft Auto 5 is a good game, and that's, come on, bro.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, it's so over. Why did you go pre-order Elden Ring? Oh, wait, you already did. You get the fucking big dragon statue in your basement. You're like,
honestly,
oh, From Software.
No,
I'm on my knees for From Software, Michael.
I am excited about it, though.
I
am excited about it, though.
What are you talking about? Yeah, see, you're already sucking off the dragon in your basement, so sad. You done? Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Well, if you're not ready, we're going to move the wheels. It's as simple as that. Hello, you're on the air.
I want Elden Ring!
Oh, man. Well, you better tell your mother at the tanning office. Hello, you're on the air. The most Kino Company live show in all of video. Hello, you're on the air.
You better not have just been talking shit about Adam Sandler, but you were.
Who the fuck is Adam Sandler? Adam Sandler is a washed-up has-been, okay? Adam Sandler is a washed-up has-been. He's a washed-up has-been. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? David Spade, Chris Farley. No, you don't know what you're talking about. It's so incredibly sad. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, World Class. World Class,
Who is this?
Michael, why don't you like... It's me, Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you like Elden Rings, bro? Do you even play games
Oh, we're not
anymore?
doing this Elden Ring. I mean, this is what happens every single day. Oh, Michael, let's talk about Cyberpunk when we don't want to talk about Cyberpunk. Oh, Michael, let's talk about the Blue Box Game Studios conspiracy and Kojima and Silent Hill when we're talking about something that's not about that. You know, and now you guys want to play this Elden Ring thing. Well, here's the thing. If I did a stream on Elden Ring, y'all wouldn't show up.
Maybe that's true, but I mean,
no.
bro, Cyberpunk is just a dead game, but
No, that's bullshit.
there's
You
still...
go buy it again.
Of course, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it on my PlayStation 5. Next generation, 60 frames per second, 4K.
It's already at
no
60 frames
bugs.
on the PS5. Dude, what you mean, homie?
You know, it's still lagging a little bit, but you know when
What
it
is
comes
not,
in
bro?
a,
It is not lagging on the PS5. What you mean?
So, do you play it? Do you
Well, let
play
me tell
this
you
game?
this. Let me tell you this. On the PS4, I got version 1.0, what was mastered on the disc, never updated it. And on the PS5, I still have the day one patch installed. So I don't think the answer to that question is yes.
So you're not playing it.
No, but I do want to replay it so I can get to that Panam mission where she's like,
So-
"Hey, we got to go scuba diving," and she's in that really fucking, my God.
So how are you saying that it doesn't have any problem? So how
Because I
how did
remember
you
playing
say
it
that-
back when it came out on PS5, and it was 60 frames then. I
Oh.
mean, it was still fucking buggy and it crashed, but it was pretty much a locked 60 frames as far as my eyeball can tell. But here's the thing. A lot of people can't even tell the difference between 30 and 60. I'm not even joking. I've seen it firsthand.
You know, those guys should just change their glasses. I don't know, because you know, I can definitely notice a difference between 60 and
Right.
30. You know, it's just after you play 60, it's just when you go back.
You
and
really
play
can't go
on
back. You really
30,
can't go back. I'm not even kidding.
it's just like a slow motion. You know, it's just so bad.
Dude,
But
it
I
really
mean,
is.
why? But my question is, bro, Elden Ring is gonna be Kino, and you're just trying to you're just
No,
trying
I'm
to
not,
trash
I'm
all
not trying to
the
play.
games.
You tell me why Elden Ring is going to be Kino. We have not seen any gameplay from that thing, bro. One little trailer like a year ago, whatever. Well, not a year ago, but like fucking 4 months ago, whatever the fuck. And that's it.
because it's just they are trying to
Why
work
would I
on.
buy Elden
uh,
Ring that looks worse than Demon Souls when Demon Souls is a PS5 exclusive and it looks better than Elden Ring?
how do you know it's gonna
What do
be
you
worse
mean, bro?
than?
I've seen it. When you
Bro,
compare
they
Elden Ring,
didn't
what
show
we have
anything.
right now, compared to Demon Souls PS5, the quality and graphics, I mean, it's a night and day difference, and that's because Demon Souls is only on PS5, and Elden Ring is on fucking it's a cross-gen game. I mean, as such, it's going to be a terrible piece of garbage.
That's a
Maybe.
good point, but I mean, yes, that's a good point, bro. Really, people cannot go 12 rounds with you, but I mean,
Well, we know that. They're
just
throwing in the towel left and right these days. I mean, they're throwing in that towel, they're giving it all up, and it's really so incredibly sad. But what I can tell you is that, I'm going to have to find new competitors, and we're going to find them during the Elden Ring saga because I know damn well they're going to come over here.
but Michael, Dead Space gonna be Kino, and
I
you are wrong
don't
about
know.
it.
I mean, it's like they didn't even talk about like the horror aspects of the game. I mean, it's always been an action shooter, but like, bro, you need to make it tense. You need to have that suspense in there. You really need to hit that home run in terms of those things. And they didn't talk about that. They talked about the gore system. They talked about the technical aspects, and that's cool and all. Yeah, it looks better, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, if they ain't gonna bring anything new to the table, they can shove it right up their ass. I mean.
Do you know why I'm a little bit upset? Because you said Dead Space 1 is not as scary. Bro,
It's
that
not.
was so
What do you mean, bro? I will play that right
Bro.
now, and I am not going to be scared. It's a bunch of jump scares. It's a haunted house game. V was trashing
Bro.
on the remake, and it's like, bro, y'all played that fucking original? You didn't because you weren't even born then, I mean, Jesus Christ. It came out like 15 years ago,
Please,
fucking
bro,
17 years ago. Huh?
What game can actually is scary you? Because
I'll tell you.
Dead
I'm
Space
not
1
even.
was
No, let me
actually
tell you. Let me
scary.
tell you. I'll tell you one game that actually is fucking scary, and the reason why it's scary, and I know people are gonna laugh and not take me seriously. I don't give a fuck. But the reason why this is scary, and the reason why it works so well, is because it's dynamic. There's a sense of unpredictability. It's not scripted in terms of where the enemy's at. When you play the new Resident
It's
Evil
PT?
games, you always know where the big titty vampire lady is, and that's stupid.
Mm.
So
Is
the
it
game.
PT?
No. Well, PT's great. PT's on a whole nother level, but it's not that. It is actually Slender, the 8 pages. I'm not fucking kidding. I'm talking about the
That's
original
good.
game. No,
Yeah.
Slender, the 8 pages, bro. Play that shit. I
Yeah.
can't play it because I
That's-
don't know where the fuck
that's
the
good.
guy's at, and because I don't know where he's at, I'm not playing that shit. I put on headphones one time. I said, "Fuck that noise." I ain't doing it. So.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, Dead Space was one of the scariest game that
I guess. I mean,
a lot
like,
of
for
people have ever
normies,
played.
bro, that's like popcorn horror. That's like
Bro,
some James
not
Wan shit. Like,
normies.
yeah, The Conjuring. We're gonna knock on the door as the character walks by. Like, okay, like that's not fucking scary. It's startling, but it ain't fucking scary. I mean, yeah, it's got some, eerie moments, but like, I haven't played Dead Space 2, so I don't know. Maybe it's better.
Yeah, but the reason why I have hope for Dead Space is that it's just gonna be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and that's a good sign for you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank
one
you.
last thing. Hold on, one last thing.
What?
You want to do the song or no?
Actually, I've changed the melody, and it's just a little bit different now.
No. You serious?
Yeah, but I'm working on it. But I
Okay,
mean, yeah.
okay,
Do
yeah.
you want to hear the revised
Well, I mean,
version?
if it's done, if it's not done, then maybe work on it until you're ready.
I'm just going to sing the first part.
Okay.
It's like this. Work class is it all the time. Software drives hardware. In the second part still needs a little bit of work, but I mean, yeah, it's still on. It's a work on process. But I mean, I'm a work on it, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
hell yeah, brother.
give this with the guitar. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be fucking. That's gonna be Kino, bro. We appreciate it.
Thank you for taking
Hell
my
yeah.
call. I appreciate it a lot.
Hell yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, we got about 10 minutes until we try something new here. I don't know if it's going to work. It might be a huge, colossal failure, but that's the story every fucking day. We get 20 roadblocks in front of us every day. We basically have to hop over them every day, even though the feet are tired and you don't want to do it. It's just the way it has to be done. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to pull out this device right here, the cellular telephone, and we're going to try and do something new here. It might be a huge, colossal failure, but with that said, we're almost time to get ready here. And, it might actually be fucking crazy. I don't know. Nonetheless, Cyberpunk 2077, 67 days later, the reality of the situation continues to unfold in a way that makes sense. And where is everyone at? I don't know. Where is everyone at? I don't know. When they were stuck in the Blair Witch, they said, oh my God, we lost the map. What are we going to do? You threw that map in the river. Oh shit, we're lost. The witch has got us going in circles, Michael. Where's everyone at? Help us. Well, that's just what's happening over here. The witch has got us in, Jesus Christ. I mean, I saw the witch and she was like, damn, look at that body. And I said, hey, how you doing? She put me in the fucking stew. She stewed me up a little bit and I said, God damn, I don't think I'm the same, honey bunny, But, I mean, that's what it feels like over here, out here. We continue to push. We continue to do the best show that's ever existed on the damn internet. And you damn well know it. That's why you guys came here initially. You might be a little bored now, but at the end of the day, there's only so much World Class could do when he ain't Mr. fucking Beast. You want me to come out here and bring a big birthday fucking cake and then blow it out my ass? I mean, that cost me $200 to get a fucking birthday cake that looks unbelievably amazing for Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later. But if I were Mr. Beast, I mean, we have a fucking, the biggest show in, in all of existence. But, that's just isn't the case because we only got 50 people fucking watching. So we're going to try to experiment here today. I don't know if this is, it's probably going to be the same fuck. We don't know how it's going to ultimately unfold, but I've been testing this out a little bit earlier. There's an unusual amount of people in here, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, we got very low ratings today, which is so sad because I'm ready to do a show and you're not ready to show up. I don't know what's going on today with all of this. I think YouTube is broken. It's been broken for the last week or so. Notifications don't necessarily go out. This is the whole list, the whole slew of things. Just like Cyberpunk 2077, I mean, World Class needs the trophy, World Class needs the recognition, World Class needs to be acknowledged, because without World Class, we don't know how this would have unfolded, or if it would have unfolded as soon as it did. World Class went out and bought Cyberpunk 2077 for over $300 early from a fucking scalper, and that's the reality of the situation. So I had the PS4 version of Cyberpunk 2077 literally nearly a week early, and World Class was playing it. I couldn't show anyone the game because the ninjas would have obviously taken care of it immediately ASAP, and that's so incredibly sad. So what I had to do is come out here and tell people, hey, this isn't where it needs to be, and when the volcano erupts, you guys are going to be fucking blown away. And they came in here and they said, well, Michael, you're playing the unpatched version, Michael. Why you got to come out here and review the game without the patches? They've already said, they were playing damage control. Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red, they were playing damage control on Twitter, and they were telling people, hey, the game's out early or what have you. Make sure you don't look at the spoilers in Panam's ass because we're going to patch that up. We're going to make her ass juicier and bigger and better. And it's like, okay, well, maybe that's a good incentive. But they were playing damage control while I was out here giving you the reality of the situation. And they said the day one patch, I mean, you could find the articles if you really want to fucking do your research. I know some people down here love doing research. But you can find the articles where they claim that the day one patch is going to totally evolve the fucking game and change everything. And believe me, I still have the day one patch installed. But there was a secret patch, and I wish I never overwrote it because there's no way to get it back. There was a patch before the game actually publicly released, and it was 1.01. And I did screenshot what the changes were, but maybe you could still see those. I don't know. But at the end of the day, there was a secret patch before the day one patch, and it was still, it wasn't like it was doing much. But, if I had that version, I probably could make $1,000 right now and put that shit up on eBay and say, this is my PS4 with version 1.0, a version of Cyberpunk that literally no one has played. Very seldom people have played. Not that it's a big deal, but you know what it is. Okay, so we're almost at that time. Well, actually, not really shit. I mean, my God. Let's go ahead and play some music. You guys got to deploy the troops and get them in here, folks. This is the reality of the situation. As such, the more people that we get in here, the better off this is going to be. And we're going to experiment here today. The phone is already buzzing. They want to call World Class on the landline, 818-284-4568. We'll go ahead and jump back into that over here. We're going to get some music going over here because this is the reality of the situation. Let me go ahead and test this out here because if we have to do it this way, it's going to be so incredibly sad. But, if we have to do it this way, that's just the way it is. Hopefully you guys woke up there. What am I going to type in here? 1 second here. We're going to Here we go. Can you guys hear this? Hold on. You piece of shit! Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. All the way up. Holy shit, loud as fuck. Here we go. Time to play the game. It's all about the incels and how you play them. It's all about control, and if you can take it, I'm on the Discord and I'm looking at everything, everyone, and who's gonna get me? I am the piece of shit and I know everything. You are a dumb control motherfucker. You can take it. All right, the audio's good. It works. That's what we were testing out, and we still have time. How much time? We have 5 minutes, folks. I mean, you guys are really making this very challenging for World Class, but, you know, it is what it is, and, you know, you're watching the Beatles without any audience. That's really what's happening out here. You're watching the fucking Beatles before they went to Shea Stadium. Hello, you're on the air. You want to get blocked because that's how you get blocked. Low quality fucking bullshit. It's so incredibly sad. I'm out here working my ass off, believe me. Hello, you're on the air. Now they're going to get offended by that.
Fuck the Jews! Fuck the Jews!
Why do you have fucking John Carpenter as your profile? Why do you have fucking... You're a fucking piece of shit, bro. Why do you have John Carpenter as your fucking profile picture, and then you're calling in and you're being a fucking dumb idiot like that? I mean, really, that's disrespectful to me. That didn't make any sense. Hello, you're on the air. Oh, man. I'm going to ask Google some questions as we wait for the time to expire. I have to do it at a certain time because I scheduled it. And if you know what I'm talking about, make sure you go to my Twitter so we can potentially try this out here. So go to the Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, sign up. It takes 2 seconds. Twitter.com/MichaelDoesLife. The reason why I'm telling you this is because we're going to try and play some interaction over there on Twitter. And this might be fun. It might be a disaster. I don't know. Nonetheless, let's ask Google to help us out here. Hey, Google, play this Mask song.
Please choose a default music provider.
Man, you dumb whore! Hey, Google, play the Mask song.
Please choose a default music provider. Opening settings.
No! No. They took it away? Here we go.
Absolutely. This song reminds me to wear one when out and about. When in public, wear a mask. Just a teeny weeny task. It helps keep us safe and sound. Health and care all around. On your mouth and on your nose. Good to cover both of those.
Well, there you go. That's cool for you. She's got a Halloween song, too. I'd love to hear that one when it gets really spooky and I'm with the goth girl. You know, oh my God. Got to set the tone, got to set the mood, got to set the vibe, the atmosphere. Okay, we're nearly ready. About 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and ask some Google some more questions here. Why does Cyberpunk 2077 suck?
Here are some results.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Google is pretty boring, so we're going to have to wait here. This is really so incredibly sad. You guys are really challenging world class out here. We've lost a lot of viewers. That's okay. The internet's big. You know, the internet's big. We can expand. We can grow. People get tired of things. They move on. There's always room. There's always more seats on this train. You know what I mean? There's always more seats on this train. So, you know, the biggest fans, they say biggest fans, 2 weeks later they leave, they come back, and then they try and reclaim the spot, but it isn't going to be there because, believe me, you're going to get replaced. It's as simple as that. So you're either with World Class for the entire marathon or you're a fake-ass fan, and I'm going to start exposing those fake fans because it is really annoying. Because a lot of fake fans have, weird intentions, and they come in here and they basically just try and clout their own brand, their own fucking shit that they're spewing. And it's like, bitch, you didn't work 10 years to get this far. I did. And I'm fucking, we might as well take the gun and maybe consider pulling a Kirk Cobain. I'm kidding, Jesus Christ.
Ice the One donated €2 through Super Chat.
Oh, Lord.
Free meds, free margarita, bear.
Can't hear shit. It's always a fucking tornado out here. It's always a tornado. Believe me, no one's gonna come out here and do a show like this for you. It literally doesn't exist on the internet. It literally doesn't exist on the internet. Okay, folks, it's nearly time. It is nearly time. Let's see if we can make this happen in a way that makes sense. I am on Twitter right now. I got 14 notifications. I don't even know how to fucking do this, but we're gonna hope that it works here today. Okay. Alrighty, what I'm going to do right here on the Twitter, let me see if I can show you this. I don't know if you can fucking see it. But what I'm going to do right here on the Twitter is we have this right here, okay? This is basically going to, it's basically a voice-only chat room, okay? So you can go over there and you know, I got to request you to join. We're going to see how this plays out. I'm going to see if I can get the audio through the computer so that way it's better to hear, easier to hear. But I don't know if that's going to be a reality, so we might have to do it like this. I mean, we're just fucking around out here today with this shit anyway. But if you want to join this, we're going to start this now on Twitter. And it is connecting. We are live. So if you want to hop in right here, this is where you go to the fucking, Twitter profile. And, you know, my Twitter profile, you just hop right fucking in. And we're going to see how this ultimately unfolds as it gets more fucking windy out here. And I got to sit like this so you guys can hear. There's already 2 people requesting, but we're not going to take those requests right now. We're going to continue to see what ultimately happens. Folks, the reality of the situation, can you hear me on Twitter? Can you guys hear me on Twitter? We're going to see if this works out in a way that makes sense. We have all-time low views today. It's so incredibly sad. Nonetheless, it's the reality of the situation. AP, let's go ahead and request AP. Let's get AP in here. And I don't know how to fucking do that. You know, this is great fucking timing. AP, I got requested. AP didn't request me, so we can't get him in here. This is just a potential solution. I don't know if it's going to work, and that's why we're fucking testing it out to see if this shit works. Let me see if I can bring it up on the desktop. I don't even know if this is a desktop thing. Maybe you guys can't participate if you're on the fucking desktop. I don't know. But the reality, folks, is, yes, I do have it up. Join the space. I can bring it up on the desktop. I don't even know if this is a desktop. What am I hearing? You guys can't participate if you're on the What in the fuck am I hearing, and where is it coming from? Yes, I do have it up. Join the space. What am I hearing? What in the fuck? No, we can't do it that way, because I don't know. That's way too confusing. I'm hearing myself. I know it's coming through here, but, like, that's just fucking crazy, okay? So we're going to potentially take some calls on here, that's just the reality of the situation. So, we're going to try and take some calls on here, and because there could be some new callers that don't want to do the telephone line, but it doesn't seem like there is, which is unfortunate, but let's go ahead and approve, and let's see what's going on. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. See, this is what they do. They waste my time day in and day out, and you wonder how world class can handle it. I mean, it just gets so incredibly sad after a while. And now they're going to play quiet, and now, this is annoying because now I got to mute. Hello, you're on the air. No. You blocked your band. I'm done. You're done. You got a real problem, dude. I'm going to start blocking you. It's as simple as that. I mean, if you're going to be a stupid idiot, I'm going to start blocking. It's as simple as that. I'm just done with the stupidity. I'm done with the stupidity, and that's just the way it is, okay? Let's go ahead and approve this guy right here. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo, Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later. Yikes. Nothing's fucking changed. Almost a whole year now. God damn.
Yeah.
Chaz UBCS donated $5 through Super Chat. Aliens Fireteam is the next game that has joined the
Well,
SWAT
you never
team.
can tell.
How can you make a bad Aliens game? Some of the best IP in the industry
Holy shit.
and still sucks.
Absolutely, hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Chaz coming through with a $5 super chat. Current king of the jungle. It's so incredibly sad. One of the saddest shows I've ever done in a long time. And I'm ready to do a show, but people aren't ready to consume. I've never come into the question. I mean, if you go to Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory, I mean, if you came to him and you said, you know what, Willy Wonka, what if no one wants to consume your chocolate bar? Would you still produce the chocolate bar? He'd probably say yeah, because Willy Wonka's fucking crazy, but I'm also crazy as well. So that's why we continue to produce a show that no one wants to fucking consume. I mean, I don't understand, but it is the reality of the situation. And if we're just going to get the same 3 requested people, there's no point to fucking do this, but I guess you guys could just sit there and listen. I don't know. You should probably be on the fucking YouTube channel, though. I thought this was going to bring in some new callers. It's not really doing anything for me, so we might have to just, cancel that. I don't know. You guys aren't really doing much for me here today, which is so incredibly sad, but whatever. Guess we'll take the fucking show to Twitch. I really don't care, I mean, my God. So let's go ahead and jump back into Skype because this isn't doing much for world class out here today, so you know, it is what it is. So 818-284-4568, you can call in. That's how you call into the show. You don't need Twitter. You need a fucking phone. You need a pay phone. You need something like that. You call in, fucking call into World Class, talk to fucking World Class. I know we have a lot of fake gamers on board. They just can't handle the reality of the situation. It's really so incredibly sad, but there's only so much fucking World Class can do. Hello, you're on the air.
I have a genuine question for you, Michael.
Yeah, I know you're going to say the N word. You're going to say something stupid. What do you want, dude?
No, I'm not going to say that today. I'm not going to say that today.
You are. Yeah, you are.
Why do you like bashing people and acting
See,
like the victim?
I don't care, dude. I'm not talking.
You like bashing.
This isn't a show for you stupid idiots. It's not your show. It's my show. Dude, I'm overqualified for this shit at this point. To be totally frank, I mean, it's like going to McDonald's with a fucking big-ass business resume. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Hello, you're on the air.
Hey Michael, what's going on?
Hello, you're on
I was just thinking, on the other stream last time, you told me you are.
No. Hello, you're on the air. Come on, man. Hello, you're on the air. All right.
So, did you finally realize your channel is dying?
What are we gonna do here? Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna approve the people in the Twitter. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want in the Twitter. I'm done with the Twitter though. It's not helping anything in terms of the show. So we're just gonna put that aside. And if you guys want to go chill over there, that's whatever. But I'm not gonna incorporate it in the show because
Stunning
it ain't
and
fucking
brave
doing much for me.
Salamence donated $5 through Super Chat. Vroom 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 gug 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 vroom 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 vroom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Zoomers, they just cannot handle the reality of the situation. That I know, that I can tell you. And it seems like it is working. They are talking amongst themselves in the Twitter thing there. Hopefully that didn't end it, but if it did, it did. I don't know what to tell you. So that didn't work out as figured. And we don't have any people on Skype today. But, you know, you guys will be back for Elden Ring. I know you will. So you come back in here for Elden Ring, and I want to tell you to fuck off. If you guys come back in here and you fake fans like, oh, Michael, you know, when you announce you're leaving and you're like, oh, Michael, I'm leaving. I'm unsubscribing to the channel and you and everyone else. And it's like, just leave, dude. We don't care, okay? We really don't care. If you got to make a fucking scene out of it, you know, you're just in it for your attention. And, you know, you're going to be back when we start talking about that shit, too. So it's just the way that it is. I mean, if we could play Cyberpunk on here, we would look at it, but we can't do that unless you want to gift it to me on Stadia. I mean, if someone wants to gift it to me right now on Stadia, I'll fucking play it. But I don't even know how that even works. So that's the only way we could play the game, you know, realistically. So, you know, this is the reality, you know, as it stands. And World Class is out here pushing really hard and really strong in the face of adversity, giving you guys a platform to continue to move the wheels. And people just don't want to listen, and it is so incredibly sad. So there's only so much World Class can do at the end of the day, you know? World Class is a one-man band, and most people couldn't even figure out how to fucking hit the start button on this shit. So, you know, it's just one of those things. So we're going to head and jump back into Skype, 818-284-4568. You can call into the Mosquito Comfy live show in all of video or not. I don't know what to tell you, but that is the current plan. Why am I hearing people? Yeah, that seems like it ended it. I don't know. Hello, you're on the air. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys got to seek help, man. Mental help in here. Hello, you're on the air.
This is Donald J. Trump, and you're world class. You're a fantastic guy, Michael. Fantastic. You know, you're taking these shows.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate it.
Love you.
All right. I've officially ended the Twitter thing. It didn't work out. Usually that's how things work. You know, that's just the way things are out here. No one consumes the product, so there's no point to even have the product. Nonetheless, hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. You're going to get blocked if you're not ready. It's as simple as that. Getting really mad out here. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, sir. The reason I'm calling is, no, I got it together. When I play the Cyberpunk, I put on Psycho difficulty, and unfortunately, none of the cars spawn in. You know what that's about?
No, but what are you playing it on?
I'm playing on PC. I got a 3090 on me.
No, there's no way, bro. You're telling me, hold on. You're telling me that you play on Psycho difficulty, right?
Yeah, Psycho
Okay.
with all the
Okay,
things on high.
you're playing on PC. You're playing on Psycho difficulty. You have a 3090, and you're telling me 267 days later the cars are not spawning in.
Not at all. I was
Oh,
on the
man.
motorcycle on the highways. There was only like 3 cars.
Holy shit! And a 3090 is pretty much the best you can. I mean, it is the best money that money can buy.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is sad.
Yeah, dude, I have 3,000 watts of power in this thing. 1,500.
God damn.
Yeah, my PC is about 70 pounds.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, dude, there's no cars on the highway.
Well, that's
it's
why
just like-
that's why
it's like-
CD Projekt Red, they're looking to hire modders now. They're hiring modders because they can't fix the game themselves. So they're gonna hire some people that can do it. They'll outsource. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's what has to happen these days.
I know they hate me on CDPR. I got banned on their site 9 times.
No. Well, I'm not blocked by anyone on Twitter from the devs. I'm actually surprised. I mean, I single-handedly took down their game and they just didn't give a fuck. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it was the actual website. They I got banned by the modders 9 times.
What the fuck did you say on there?
I basically posted your videos and
You post my videos anywhere, they're gonna take you. They're gonna fucking IP ban you probably. I mean, if you post my shit on Reddit right now, they're gonna ban you. If you post my shit on the Steam forums, they're gonna ban you. If you post my shit on fucking Reset Era, they're gonna ban you. If you post my shit on Twitter, that's fine because they can't ban over there in that way anyway. Even V, which is like a fucking Wild West, they could say dumbass bullshit over there. They could show Young and all these other celebs like fucking Naked Jake or whatever the fuck his name is with the guy that sits on the medicine ball. And then they can, shout celeb until the cows come home and schizo. But, even over there, they'll IP ban you. So, really, I'm fucking... I'm blocked. I don't even know what to say, but I'm fucking banned on everything. So. For no reason. I don't know what I did. I mean, I guess people buy into what I'm selling, and I guess I'm that fucking good. I should be in Hollywood. I know I'm overqualified for this at this point. But, no one else has given me opportunities, so I'm stuck, It's like, you're the best in the world at what you do when you're the McDonald's cashier. You've been doing it for 10 years. You know the ins and outs. You know how to make it fucking happen, and you're not getting that promotion. But you should be getting that promotion, and you damn well know it. So, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands at some point, so...
You are the best at what you do. I respect your show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we try to have a good show, but, there's only so much World Class can do when the participation is a little low. If I don't have callers, I can't do the call-in segment. If people aren't going to participate in a way that makes sense, then it's hard. People don't share the stream and people don't share the link, and it's hard to do that. I know it is, but there's ways to do it. I mean, you got to, really cleverly think about how to do it, but, it's just the way it is. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, if you're going to the CD Projekt Red forums and sharing my shit, they're obviously going to ban you.
Oh, the first that was for Daryl's, but yeah, I mean, then the other thing was too is I was kept telling the devs on there that basically when I post these pictures, like the game isn't showing up, but the moderators will always show pictures of their live service versions of the game, and they would say that was lying, and then at this point, I'm not gonna listen to you guys anymore, and then they just ban me for being rude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've dealt with that a long time. I mean, I'm blocked by the Resident Evil Twitter. Like, the Resident Evil Twitter has me blocked. And usually corporations don't give a fuck. But, like, I'm literally blocked. I'll show you guys right now. Like, that's fucking... Actually, I don't even know if I can show you because I can't get to the profile.
Insane.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy. I mean, at least CD Projekt Red didn't do that. The Cyberpunk, they didn't do that. They're like, oh, Michael. But let me see if I can figure this out here. It is so incredibly sad. But that's the reality. I mean, if you speak up and you go against the general consensus, I mean, you're really not going to get far, to be totally frank, and it's so sad, but,
No. Truth hurts, and that's what they don't want getting out.
Exactly. Alrighty. You are blocked. Let me show you right here. I finally pulled it up. It says I'm blocked. Cannot see the Resident Evil Twitter. Like, okay, I fucking gave you guys fucking money for years. When I was when I was in fucking middle school, I bought goddamn fucking Resident Evil Shinji Mikami remake, like, motherfucker. Like, bitch, I'm a hardcore Resident Evil fan, and I get fucking dished to the curb because, I speak up. They're like, oh, Michael, he's ugly, he's got eyeballs, we don't want him representing our product, fuck him, let's just clothesline him into the ditch. I mean...
Lock. Wow.
I'm the industry's punching bag. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So.
I mean, when you do good work, the industry bites back. You know.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it. I mean, you know, and the moderators on all these forums and these social media websites, I mean, they just get ants in their pants. They see world class getting shared. They're like, oh, fuck that, he's celeb. Let's get him down. You know, it's so sad.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm starting to think it's about worship more than actual content.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you.
Oh yeah, we appreciate you.
Next caller.
Take care. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. Nope. Gonna block you right now. Then they wonder why they can't call in. You've literally been trying to call in for the last 5 minutes, and it's not my fault, you guys. I mean, it's like the internet doesn't exist over here. I've never understood this, and I try not to get pissed off about it, but mentally it is frustrating. It is very hard to do this show these days. And I try not to say things like this because I know what they do. But because we've got people working against us. You know, it's like, I don't know how to explain this, but we got people, I mean, look, you got people that protect the secret formula at the Krabby Patty, and then you also have people that are trying to figure out the Krabby Patty, and they're trying to have, you know, find back doors to get into the Krabby Patty and then get that secret recipe, whether or not it's physically or it's, you know, what have you. I don't know if that made any fucking sense, but basically there's people that work against world class. There's hate watchers, there's people that don't like world class, and that's fine. You're not obligated to like this fucking show. But my advice is to just go watch someone else. If you're bored, you're tired, you're a hater, you're whatever, just please go watch someone else. I can find new people. Maybe I can't. I don't know. But it seems like the internet is very small. It's like the internet doesn't really exist over here. It's like the fucking Twilight Zone. You mean to tell me that we got 40 fucking thousand, over 45, 40, whatever the fuck, thousand subscribers, and we can't even break 200 viewers? Like, YouTube is a broken platform for live streaming. YouTube is a broken platform. I mean, they just hired the Tin Man. You know, whatever the hell his name is, with Dr. Disrespect, they're now joining up, and Dr. Disrespect is calling out YouTube Live, and that's what needs to happen. There's no discoverability over here. There's no support for streamers over here. It's sad. It's a hard fucking thing to do, and, you know, these Twitch people that got it made and they're already established, they sit around their fucking, you know, gaming chair for 8 hours straight and just, you know, oh, gifted membership. Oh, shit, we're the fucking Rolls Royce. I mean, my God. But we can't do any of that over here. We never will because, you know, we're just an outcast. But that's just the way it is. And as such, we're going to go back to YouTube, and let's do that Triple H song again because, fuck it, you guys, very low participation today. I can't cater and pander to these Resident Evil fans 24/7. I mean, I know you guys love Resident Evil. You guys just continue to stick around, but there's nothing happening in the Resident Evil world. There's not much happening at all. Next Thursday, we do have the PlayStation event. That's going to be a big fucking show, but that's next fucking Thursday, okay? So there's still fucking plenty of time until then. Nonetheless, here we go, Triple H. Time to play the game. It's all about the incels and how you play them. It's all about control and if you can shake them. It's all about the incels and how they love their mother and how they're gonna get out of the basement. No. Finally, someone coming through. My God.
77 Elvis Thinking donated
77
€5
Elvis, hell yeah,
through
brother,
Super
we
Chat.
appreciate it.
First time playing Cyberpunk on PC. Version 1.3. Not 4 hours into the game and already characters T-pose and slide around.
Oh man, I can't
Immersion
even imagine.
ruined.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, I cannot even imagine. I haven't played that shit in a long time. Haven't played Cyberpunk in a long time, admittedly. But here's the thing. There's no reason to fucking update because Elvis the King just told us that it's still fucking, you know, not where it needs to be. And I know that because the lazy millennial devs are now hiring these neckbeard modders to fix their fucking game because they can't do it themselves. It's like, you know what? We can't cut the grass. Let's hire the fucking landscaping crew. Even though we said we could cut the grass, and we can only do it halfway, you know. I mean, it's just so incredibly sad. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. Elvis the King coming through really hard and really strong. Yeah, if there's a lot of cesspool in the chat, just clean it up because I ain't looking at it, but I am glancing at it. So the Twitter thing didn't work out. That's unfortunate. We just can't incorporate that into the show. It's just too tricky to pull off. It just really isn't working. So we'll have to figure out on ultimately how that unfolds. Maybe a midnight caller thing. I don't know. But that's just the way that it is. So, my God. If I don't know what to tell you. So, I mean, if we could play a game out here or something, I mean, let me see if let me see. Google Stadia sent me a fucking email and they said something was free today. I don't know. I mean, if you guys can't participate in this way, then we're just going to have to divert and do something else over here. And I don't see any new game on Stadia, so I don't know how the fuck to play that. But I heard Watch Dogs was, Legion was available to play, and I thought we'd fuck around with that a little bit, but I don't see it on Stadia for free, so I ain't fucking... There's no way to play it if it ain't on here, so I don't know what's going on with that. But that they said Watch Dogs Legion was free to play, and that shit ain't on fucking Google Stadia unless you got the probably pro version. It says $60. Ain't no way you fucking paying that shit. Garbage. Terrible. So yeah, we can't even do that. I don't know why they said it was free when it's not, but I guess it's the Stadia Pro, which is how they get you, which is so incredibly sad. Cyberpunk's on there for $60. Oh, Cyberpunk's on there for $60. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my God, Marco. Well, I guess we'll continue to move the wheels until the battery dies. I'll crank the brightness up so it dies faster, because I don't know. I could make a documentary on explaining why this is just the way it is, but no one's going to listen. So, guys, I got tons of content for you, but a lot of people don't want to consume these days, and it's very hard. It's a very hard game. Yeah, there's nothing free on Stadia. Let me check that email and see what the fuck it was talking about. I guarantee it's a Google Stadia fucking Pro thing, which no one. I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. So let me see. Free play days here, Watch Dogs Legion, literally in my fucking inbox right here. Play Watch Dogs Legion for free this weekend with Stadia Pro. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Stadia Pro, kiss my ass. I mean, Jesus Christ. Ain't nobody got time for that. I can't play anything. This isn't a gaming computer. Even if it were, we'd have zero battery in like 2 minutes. So we would have to play streaming. And the only thing I can stream is fucking Hitman, and that's trash. Ain't nobody got time for no Hitman crap. Okay, I don't want to make it a normie channel, but, if we can't grow, well, then there's only so much World Class can do for you. We do make these shows. It's hard to explain, but, we do these shows in case someone stumbles upon the show for the very first time. We don't want to cater and pander to everyone who watches every single freaking minute of the show, because I don't necessarily think that's... not necessarily... I don't know how to explain this, okay, so I'm going to stop. But we're going to jump back into the telephone lines here, 818-284-4568. Shit, I might give it a call right now. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo, hello, Michael. What is your opinion on how John Carpenter, They Live, predicted the future? What is your opinion?
You got to say it all again. I can't hear anything.
What is your opinion on how John Carpenter, They Live, predicted the future?
Well, that's an interesting movie, and I'll tell you what, that's a good question. I don't know. It's a fucking great film, and yeah, I mean, that's really the reality.
1983, I think, or 88. Yeah, 88.
Long time ago. My God.
Predicted everything. What the fuck, man? Yeah.
Yeah. There's that scene in Los Angeles where they come through and they plow the homeless away, and they've literally done that this year. In Echo Park.
Holy shit.
I know.
The people who recognize the stuff is a terrorist and need to be removed.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. So we're going to move the wheels. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, let's go with the movie channel idea.
Huh?
The movies. Let's go with movies. Let's go in a little different direction. Talk about movies.
No, we're not going to. I mean, we'll incorporate some, maybe. Movie reviews later this year, but I mean, I'm not going to go all in. But we can sprinkle them throughout like Angry Joe does, because I think that helps out Angry Joe in terms of reaches more people. If you want to watch movie reviews or what have you, it pops up in the search or whatever. Anything that helps the fucking channel out here, because I mean, it is literally. I mean, if I had to explain it to you, it's like walking fucking I mean, I don't even know. It's like walking on Legos every day, and you're hoping that you can, make it across the room, but you don't because you're walking on fucking Legos. I mean, that's what it is like over here. I don't know how to. Maybe that's not the best way to explain it, but that's just the way it is, seemingly.
Yeah, and I think a lot more of your audience, than you'd expect, would probably enjoy that because like people that love video games and certain movies, they're all kind of bundled in like the same demographics of people,
Right. Well, I mean, look, let me ask you this. What movie should we review? I mean, I'm thinking Halloween Kills. Because, I mean, I know Michael Myers. I know that whole fucking story. And, that's just easy for me. So, Halloween Kills might be the first review. And then I think there's something else that was coming out later this year that I wanted to take a look at. But, I don't know.
And I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but just like the video game industry, where we get content and there's nothing coming out.
Right.
State. There's no. I mean, on top of COVID, like, as far as 2021 goes, yeah, some movies coming out in the fall. I mean, Spider-Man 1 will probably be like the biggest one, and that'll help.
Yeah, but I don't watch those movies. I mean, hey, look, if Tobey Maguire's in it or whatever, they can confirm that, I'll maybe watch it. But I mean, I don't.
I mean, we all know the Sam Raimi ones were the most keynote of them all. This is not
exactly.
Up. So yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, the Marvel spot with the cape shit. I can't. Yeah, I used to. I got up until Captain America's Civil War when you see the cool fight between like him and Iron Man, and then I got like franchise fatigue. I made it like.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even know what those movies are. It's just like metaverse, universe, whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I remember when the movies had a simple plot line like this is how he becomes Spider-Man, Uncle Ben. I mean, like, I know it gets old retelling that story, but it's like, Jesus Lord.
Yeah. And another problem, if we're going to talk about the movie industry for a little bit, like, what is this generation's like Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I don't want to hear The Rock because he does not.
Well, I mean, it's probably The Rock. I don't know.
It's better than no. He does not have I don't. No offense to Dwayne Johnson, he's not on that level. And so I mean, the point I'm trying to make though is like there's all the iconic actors, at least people I was growing up with, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, they're all getting old, and where is this generation's like?
Well, they could. I mean, yeah, they get old, but I mean, they can digitally enhance their face these days,
And yes, but at some point, for Christ's sake, we're getting Harrison Ford in another Indiana Jones movie. Did you know about that?
Well, I've never seen the first one, so I don't even know what the fuck those movies are.
Michael, you gotta catch up on that.
Yeah.
Is that Indiana Jones classic action franchise, and they keep digging up for Harrison. I don't know if he wants to do it or they just give him that much.
Clint Eastwood is still making movies. Like he's got a new one coming out about. I don't even know what the fuck it's about, but I mean, I think he's still directing too. It's like he's like 90 years old,
Yeah, I can understand a little bit directors, but when I'm just trying to think of like iconic actors, there's no like.
Well, I think Clint Eastwood is still acting and directing, so you're doing fucking both. I mean, Jesus.
That is true. No, that is true. Yeah, I do know that. I saw Gran Torino, which is pretty keynote. But yeah, I don't know. I just had to call in and just say that like the movie thing, yeah, don't go all in on. But
right, yeah, we'll sprinkle it in because we're gonna have to, I mean, we're gonna tell the reality over there with the movie business because it's about the same. It's about the same fucking area that the gaming industry. It's all in the shitter. I mean, I mean, but movies are expensive as fuck. I mean, they're like $10, $15 to go see a fucking movie, and that's not including gas and all that shit. So.
Yeah, well, that's another problem too. Is I mean, compared to the streaming service nowadays and illegal downloading, like I don't think movie theaters will ever totally disappear. But you're seeing like, I mean, even before COVID, they were already like struggling. Like they weren't, people were opting to just like stream and stay at home, and COVID, like a lot of things, just accelerated a lot of trends we were seeing over the years. And so, because I miss those people. A $10 ticket, you go into like your hometown theater and like, you chill. But, I mean, I'm in a pretty urban area. I at least have a lot of movie theater options. But I know they're closing down for a lot of people in a lot of places.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, Michael, move the wheels.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Unfortunately, we can't move the wheels. It's just a bad, unlucky time to stream, but, you know, that's just out of my control. It is what it is. I mean, we're going to go until the battery dies. I'm going to crank the brightness up so that happens a little bit quicker because there's only so much I can say. There's only so much participation that can be done when you have no one watching your show. I mean, I'm going to call Willy Wonka and ask him, you know what? Hey, Willy Wonka, let me ask you this, bro. Would you still continue producing the chocolate bar if you only have, you know, half of your audience that used to show up? And I don't know if the answer would be yes. I think that's a bad move. But, you know, maybe Willy Wonka would disagree and say, you know, continue producing the chocolate bar because eventually people are going to show back up. I don't know. COVID is pretty much as, you know, as bad as it's ever been, right? I mean, things are getting back into the situation where it's like, you know, lockdown, mask, you know, vaccination requirements, all that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, you guys are still bundled up in that fucking house. A lot of people say COVID made the show. I don't agree with that. I think we were doing this show way before COVID was the thing. You know, I don't think that had much of an effect on the show, to be honest. But, I mean, we, you know, about 5 people that came here and they're like, oh, Michael. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. But, you know, we try. And we don't have any colors, so let's just take that off the screen and just, I guess, sit here. I mean, I can go on and tell you the story again about Cyberpunk. I mean, there's only so much I can do out here. I mean, but I know, you know, some people are maybe continuing to pile in because they got off work, got off school. I don't know. We could do Midnight Caller, but these days, I mean, you know, and we could potentially take calls too because I want to try that Twitter thing out. That's why we would want to do Midnight Caller, but if, again, no one's going to participate, it's going to be awfully hard.
Jonah Darby donated $20 through Super
Jonah
Chat.
Darby, baby,
Thanks
Darby Crash,
for all
let's
you
go!
do, Michael. Microsoft has consistently removed my review for Caitlyn Jenner Simulator 2077. Do you think it's because I asked them what happened to the certification process? Very interesting indeed.
Well, I don't know why they would remove your review. I mean, dude, a lot of people just spam 1 star on Xbox. Always has bad reviews for every game. Like, every game has, like, fucking, like, barely 3 stars on Xbox for some reason. I don't know why they would remove it. That's weird. Maybe it caught a keyword like certification or something. I don't know. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Darby Crash coming in here with a $20 super chat. The current king of the fucking jungle. That's what we're talking about, baby. Darby Crash coming in here. And plopping down the Bruce Wayne bucks. I don't know why they fucking removed the review. I mean, they shouldn't be removing reviews because, you know, people got to tell like it is. And if people, you know, like I said, that's why we come out here and reiterate this. And, you know, we're going to be covering this more. I actually hope the next-gen version comes out later this year so we can cover that, you know, on the nearly 1-year anniversary, presumably when that comes out. So, but, you know, I mean, I'm sure they're going to fucking delay it. And they're going to say, hey, it's not where it needs to be. That's why they're hiring modders. To fix the game because they can't do it themselves. But, you know, I mean, that's just the way cookie crumbles. I mean, that's CD Projekt Red in a nutshell. You're like, oh, Michael, play The Witcher, play The Witcher. It's like, bro, I'm not playing no fucking Witcher, bro. That Witcher trash is really not good. And I know, I honestly think that's why some people leave. They get so upset. I say Nintendo sucks. I say this sucks. They just get so upset. I mean, if someone came to me right now and said, you know what, you're wrong, Cyberpunk is great, I don't give a fuck because I know it ain't great, you know? You know, you can like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I can also say, you know what, I want the fucking cheese sandwich, you know? I want the cheese sandwich. I don't want the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I mean, if we're going to fucking, like, I don't know why people have this, like, weird thing where it's like, hey, if I disagree, I automatically hate you. I don't know why that's a thing. It's not, I mean, maybe if someone got, like, overly passionate about it or something, then, yeah, I'd be annoying as fuck. But, you know, it's just one of those fucking things. Like, if I say, you know, Green Day's a great band, you say, fuck that, that's trash. Well, actually, they're not a great band. I mean, they used to be a lot better, you know, for like a couple albums. But, you know, if I said that and they come up to me and they say, oh, Green Day's trash, Michael, it's like, well, you know, I mean, I kind of agree, you know. But, I mean, look, I can be friends with people that don't agree. I don't know why this, like, thing has to be like, well, Michael, we have common interests. Therefore, like, no, I want to clash with someone who disagrees. Fuck it. You know, I mean... But I am weird, so. Battlefield 2042 is making big changes to your alpha feedback. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. It is really so incredibly sad. That I know, that I can tell you. Guys, let me know if you... Let me do a poll in the chat here. Well, I don't know. Let's not do the fucking poll. Let's not do the poll. I wanted to do the Twitter thing, and it just doesn't work with this setup. The microphone, you can't do it with this. But like, I can probably do it with Midnight Caller potentially, or at least test it out, and we can potentially take calls later tonight. But I just don't know if it's a necessity. We did put up a video on Saints Row today, but I did take it down It was doing very bad in the algorithm and how YouTube was treating it. They just weren't pushing it out. And, you know, I look at the time and look at the views, and if it's not on the normal route, then it's like, okay, we got to might as well just fucking pull it because it's going to struggle. It wasn't in the search. There was no discoverable options. It's like YouTube is fucking crazy, man. So we did take down the Saints Row video. We might, you know, eventually make another video on Saints Row, but no one really understood the video because I said do not buy Saints Row, or do not buy Saints Row, which means actually buy the game. But that flew over everyone's fucking head. So, you know, that's also annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's only so much World Class can do. I mean, let's go ahead and try something here since you guys are just, I don't know what's going on today, but it's just really not a fantastic day. I'm going to have to get the gamer girl on here ASAP and put her in the thumbnail. And we're going to have to see the results blossom. But with that said, let's try this out here, folks. And this is fucking dead, too. I don't know what's going on around here, but man, oh, man. It is very challenging, that I know that I can tell you. All right, we're going to pop this up here. Give me like 10 seconds. Well, fuck it. We'll just do it like that. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to pop this up over here, and this should be popping up very soon. Can't really see it, but, you know, I mean, shit, we're going to have to make this work in a way that makes sense. So we're going to drag that over here. Jesus, Lord. We're going to drag this over here. We're going to full screen this in a way where we can see it. So this is the official Reddit. If you go to the wrong Reddit, well, you're probably going to figure out that you're on the wrong Reddit. Maybe not. But this is my Reddit. It's endorsed by World Class. And if you guys want to, like, discuss the stream or something afterwards, I mean, you can go here and do that. And what we wanted to do with this, just like, you know, we always have neat ideas, we always have cool concepts, but the execution never works because no one, I mean, this is a participation thing. It's like, you know, would they make a sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street if no one liked Freddy Krueger? No, they wouldn't. People participated as such. They went to the theater, they sat down in 1980-something, they saw fucking Freddy Krueger, and they said, okay, we're going to make Freddy Krueger 2. You know what I mean? Because they want to see the claws. They want to see people getting slashed up. So what I'm saying is that people participated enough that they could greenlight things and they could do things, right, further and develop it, right? So, but over here, it's like pulling teeth every single day. And, you know, I get it. We're not big. We have not ever made it. You know, the day we make it, the day I'm not ready. You know what I mean? I mean, the most viewers we ever had was like 6,000 on a random day about Biomutant. I don't know why that happened, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, this is the Reddit here, and let's go ahead and take it. Now, this, you know, because I put this on the back burner, I don't like shouting it out because it feels forcey. I don't like forcing things in front of everyone's face, like, oh, do this, do that. It's like no one's going to organically, if they want to do it, they're going to do it. If they don't want to do it, they're going to, you know, what have you. So, but, you know, sometimes you do have to push a little bit, but this is the official Reddit. This is where you should go. Make sure it has the underscores. If you go to the other one, it's not the official Reddit. I don't know what they say over there, weird stuff. You know, it's not really a fantastic place over there at the wrong Reddit. But if you go over here, you know, this is the Kino Comfy right here. So let's go ahead and read this a little bit here. Now, again, this hasn't been updated in a long time. 4 days ago, rumor Resident Evil outrage might just be outrageous. I don't even know what the fuck Resident Evil outrage is, bro. I literally do not know what Resident Evil outrage is. I mean, people are bringing that up left and right, and I've never heard about it before. I don't even know what, I think it's a fake game. I don't know. I mean, I can click on that, but I don't know where it's going to take me. Back for Money, yeah, that's the game right there. That's about fucking 1 month ago. Next Gen sucks. Director's Cut this. Always online that. Overcharging on next gen versions that should be DLC. WTF. Lazy and incompetent developers. So sad consumers will buy the slop over and over. They're ruining it for the rest of us. Indie games will bring the gaming industry back. All about that, I mean. You know, indie games are fine, but, you know, they just lack kind of the polish and just sort of the, I don't know, do Netflix movie reviews. We're gonna probably do Halloween Kills review for the first review on the channel. I mean, we've already reviewed movies before, but, you know, to kind of bring it back in a way that makes sense. We'll try and make it Kino and Comfy, like sort of Angry Joe, where it looks like we're in the theater or something. I don't know. We'll do something. Gamer Haku, yeah, this guy's fantastic. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull this up here. I don't know if it's gonna break the whole fucking thing. Probably will. I clicked on the link, nothing happened, so we can't fucking do that. But yeah, that guy's been making some great content. I don't know if he still is, but someone put me on the watch there. World Class on the watch. I mean, yeah, they're getting a little obsessive. Everyday Nintendo fanboy, it's blurred out. Maybe I shouldn't be checking it out. I enjoy the Forest streams. Snowy fanboys when they realize they're a part of the Losers Club. No, what do you mean? Adaptive triggers. This shit's old as fuck. Xbox One. I don't know. We're going to have to see this fucking Thursday, and we're going to have to see if Xbox can really win. And, hopefully they can hit that home run. Goes to Tsushima. So, yeah, I mean, look. If I go to new, it's not going to change because everything has to be pre-approved. That's because we have a lot of trolls. There's a trolly fan base, and they could just put something big up there, and it's not against the Reddit rules, and they'll take it down. So we don't want that to happen. So that's why we gotta, we don't have mods. If someone wants to maybe come through and maybe potentially mod this, I mean, you won't have to do too much because there ain't very much participation. I'm not saying there's not going to be a day where, eventually, you know what? I mean, you never know. I mean, shit could actually start popping out here, and you might have to, you might feel over, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Nonetheless, that's the Reddit if you want to check it out. I mean, maybe a mod can put it in the chat, the link to the real Reddit. Don't go to the wrong one because, if you want to be toxic and you want to do dumb shit over there, then I guess whatever. But, this is the official Reddit, the real one. I don't like shilling because I know people get turned off with that shit. But, there's literally nothing I can say anymore on this stream. I cranked it up to full brightness, folks. We still got too much fucking battery life. I could end it here, but I know, some people are going to be disappointed if we end it here. But we are losing, the ratings are in the shitter. I don't know what's going on, but, it is what it is. It is out of my control. One day I'm going to write a book about all of this, and I'm going to be the YouTuber that never made it. I mean, I've never heard of that story. I mean, you name... You know what I mean? It's just, you always hear about the people that started from the bottom and they actually make it, and then, that story rags to riches, all that bullshit. And I'm not saying we need to have 1 million people, I don't know. We're just asking for some fucking growth within, every 6 months or something. I mean, that's pretty fucking normal. But, over here, that ain't normal. It's just the way it is. I don't look like Brad Pitt. I don't have friends. I don't have gamer girls to throw onto the show. I don't have anything. I mean, this is what it is, and if you can appreciate it at this form, at this substance, then that's fantastic. I mean, yeah, we fucked up. We've said things that we shouldn't have said. We pissed a lot of people off, and a lot of people won't come back, and that's your decision. That's your choice. But, when the content actually gets good, and you, because, we have to, because here's the thing. I mean, you guys show up to the bar every night, and eventually, you might like the band that's playing, but if it's the same band every night and they're playing the same songs every night at the same bar and you're drinking the same beers and it's the same people, I mean, everyone's going to get bored and start doing dumb shit. So, it's just the way that it is. So, and the algorithm, I think YouTube is really just not where it needs to be these days. I don't know what's going on. I mean, look at Review Tech USA's channel. Like, his views are really down, so I don't know what's going on. I think there's a weird bug in the last few days, I don't know. But I guess one last round of Skype. If you guys want to call in, 818-284-4568. We could potentially do Midnight Caller, but I don't know, man. We could try out that Twitter thing because we could actually take calls on the Twitter. I've been testing it out on the Twitter and doing the Twitter thing. It's like a group chat, voice chat thing. I don't even know what the fuck it is, really. Spaces, whatever the hell they call it. But we could potentially incorporate that tonight into Midnight Caller if you guys want it. But I don't want to do a show if you guys really don't want to do a show. I know people get burned out. They get mad. They get upset. Some people say they start crying. They say, "Oh, Michael, you made me cry." It's like, dude, that's not the intent. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't help that you can't go to the candy store every night. It's just the way it is. Alrighty, hello, you're on the air.
See, the real Cybertruck. Wrong, sir. Wrong. Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if you can for your in his funds cut a copy. I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc. Pax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc. Memo bis punitor delicta. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No. It's over. Hello.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, why does it gotta break when we actually have callers?
Yo, hello?
Why does it gotta break when we actually have callers? Holy shit. I mean, it's literally broken, bro. There's nothing that I can do. I gotta refresh it, and then you won't call in. So, that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So we're going to refresh Skype, 818-284-4568. You can call in. You do not need Skype. You can call in via your telephone. It's literally a number, not exclusive to Skype. Just call it. It calls right into world class. Or don't, you know. All right, I launched it back up. Go ahead and do it again. This is the last round right here, and then we're going to wrap this up. And I don't know if this stream will be staying up because, well, there was no participation today. So, hello, you're on the air.
Yo, hello?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
So what are your thoughts on the new game, Far Cry 6? Does it look good, you think?
No, it's not great, but I already know where you're going with this. You're going somewhere weird with this, and I don't know if I like it.
No, I swear to God, I'm just curious, because, like, the gameplay, it doesn't really look, like, great, you know, and, it looks,
No, don't do
like
it, dude.
Far Cry 5. I'm not doing anything.
I don't know. No, I can tell. I can tell you're up to no good.
I'm asking you, what are your thoughts on the new gameplay we got?
It ain't good.
Is it a next-gen game or no?
Hell no, bro. You look at them graphics of the fucking PS3 game. Like, Far Cry 2 literally, I mean, any of them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Michael, it's not politically correct.
oh,
for you.
here we go. See, I knew you were up to no good. I can fucking tell. I'm not stupid. Hello, you're on the air.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer,
Hey,
Jeffrey
let me ask
Dahmer,
you this.
Jeffrey
Let me
Dahmer.
ask you this. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I have Twitter.
Okay. Well, make sure your profile picture is Jeffrey Dahmer because that's how I'll know who you are. And do you think we should do Midnight Caller tonight and take your calls on Twitter?
I mean, that'd be something different, and maybe.
Oh, here
I
we
don't know,
go.
maybe
Here we go. You're trying to put up fucking roadblocks. Let me ask you this. Why do you think people stop watching this show? And be honest. Like, bro, I need answers, man. Like, what is going on? Why is no one in here today? I mean, I know Cyberpunk is
because
fucking
they can't
dead.
resonate. They can't
Well,
resonate.
you tell me why they can't resonate. We'll go to fucking Milwaukee tomorrow, and we'll go see where Jeffrey Dahmer was, okay? I mean, if that's what you guys fucking want, we'll do it.
Would you actually?
Oh, absolutely. I am ready to do the content when the
Let's
content.
go!
Oh, God.
No way, dude.
No, bro,
really,
I'm going to go to
let's
Milwaukee and get fucking robbed, bro. What do you mean?
Hey, maybe you could get in your car and pick up hitchhikers.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Because it's what Jeffrey Dahmer did.
No! 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 Hello,
They're
you're on
biting.
the air.
They're biting.
Who is?
They're biting.
Who's biting?
The niggers.
Oh, man. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo, what up, man? Yo, I just came back home, yo, doing life stuff, yo. This show looking like I had to save you, Michael.
What do you mean?
People don't understand world class, yo. You need good callers, man. These people
I know.
sound
It's like
fucking
it's like the internet doesn't exist over here. It's like the internet has been sealed off from world class in this show. I don't understand. I mean, you know, there's only 100 gamers on the entire internet. Come on, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Nah, for real, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Team Real, Deadass, and the only thing that came out good in Cyberpunk was Pan and Judy's character.
I agree, and they're high quality too, so you can get real close, and they got the detail. You know what I mean? It's great.
Oh, nah, she looks real. She's like a futuristic Latina chick. I like that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that shit. Yeah, Cyberpunk is never gonna get saved. Team Real is real. People are
Hey,
stupid.
look. Next Thursday, it's happening. I'm not even kidding, bro. The future of PS5, Silent fucking Hill. It's gonna. I mean, if it happens, it's just over.
Oh yeah, the Tokyo Game Show is gonna go off, yo. And yo, I remember you were talking about Battlefield. Dude, it's owned by EA. Anyone who has faith it's owned by EA, just die. I don't mean die, but the franchise, just let it die.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Battlefield 2042 didn't just die; it was murdered. I mean, you know, we got to solve the fucking case. Let's call fucking Scooby-Doo and the gang and Daphne and Velma, and let's figure this shit out. You know.
Yeah, no, they just need to quit while they're ahead. Just like Kill Bill 3, it never happened, it never manifested. That's what they need to do. That's something that should have happened, but it didn't, so they should follow them.
I agree. Hell
You
yeah.
take care, Mark.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
Alrighty, someone else tried to call back in, and you're going to have to do it again because that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So if you guys want to do Midnight Caller, I mean, we'll try and do it. I mean, most people don't watch that show. That's fine. But because it's not a, you know, I ain't going to say it's a bad show. Well, like, this is the show you should be. Well, this is the A show. Midnight Caller, but a fucking B and C show. You know what I mean? So, but we could potentially do the Twitter thing that I just figured out. You can do the Twitter Spaces thing. We can get people online. And I mean, was funny. I was doing it earlier, and they were fucking arguing about games. It was actually that's what I want over
Nigger,
here.
nigger, nigger,
no,
nigger,
no, no,
nigger,
no, no, no,
nigger,
no, 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 no,
nigger,
get a
nigger,
job, get a life, get a
nigger,
life. Go to
nigger,
4
nigger.
channel and get him over here. Jesus Christ. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go.
Hello, how are you?
No, hell yeah. Yeah, you were in the Twitter Spaces, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Hell yeah. Bro, that shit was going on for like 2 hours. You guys were arguing. And...
Hey, it was fun though. I mean, that's for me.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was trying to tell you, I was going to try and incorporate it onto this show, but I don't think it's going to work with the setup. So we might do it a little bit later on or something, and you could potentially join in to be on the show later today if we do it.
And I do think you should do Midnight Caller.
I'm going to try to do the Twitter Spaces thing, and I think that'll work out pretty well. Because they get fucking crazy in there, bro. They start arguing like right off the bat. That's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah. One thing I will say, because sometimes I can't watch it because I get busy. You should like make a playlist of all your callers.
Well, I mean, yeah, we try and keep the good streams up. I mean, there is a playlist actually. It's on the main channel. Just go to the main channel, scroll all the way down. You can see most of the streams that I think are quality, and
All right. Let's talk. That was a good call. Yeah, but Cyberpunk, if they need help from mods it's over. It's only
it really is.
Like people keep saying Cham and Pacham, whatever. I'm not even that far yet in the game.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to replay it just to get to that mission and crank it up in 4K and just, that's my screen size.
Car.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, there's like 2 scenes where she's like, it's like ridiculous. So, yeah, the car one, that's iconic as fuck. And then there's one where she's like in the fucking scuba diving gear. I don't know if that's like a side mission that maybe most people didn't see. I don't know. But, it's looking a little, obvious with that too.
Yeah. Another thing, you haven't talked about it. What do you think about the Horizon Forbidden West debacle?
Lord. Right? Well, I mean, I didn't even look into it that much because I don't even give a fuck about that game. But they basically did that with Ghost of Tsushima, and no one cared. And now they're doing it again here. Maybe it's more money. I don't know.
As of right now, if you buy just the basic version of the PS4 version, there's no way you can upgrade to PlayStation 5 at all.
Well, I mean,
unless you buy the deluxe edition, so you got to spend $80 after that.
Well, that's about $20. That's the same as Ghost of Tsushima, then.
No, I mean if you just buy the regular edition of the game, if you want to get the PS5,
there's no upgrade path.
Or just buy it again for $70. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying out here about Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, I mean, if I really want to buy it, I'm going to buy a physical copy, and I got to spend $70. So I mean, they really got me there, But I didn't buy it again.
That's Sony for you. Sony's on to milk their fans.
I mean,
they're the only one.
Yeah.
We all know if Microsoft did this shit,
I'm not even it'd be the end of gaming. It'd be the end of Xbox. Phil Spencer has lost his mind. I'm not even kidding.
Almighty Jenkins donated $2
crazy
through
how
Super Chat.
one-sided this shit
Cyberdump
is.
2077
Microsoft
is the worst game of all time.
I know. They make Xbox Live free. No one go like they had to do that. They were desperate. Almighty Jenkins coming through with the $2 Super Chat. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Cyberpunk 2077, the worst game of all time. I don't know if it's the worst, but it's definitely fucking high on that list.
Worse than that damn game still.
No.
E.T. from Atari 2600? That game is horrible.
No, that's better than Cyberpunk. What you mean, bro?
It's Cyberpunk. At least I can see some TNA.
No. Well, I was a little disappointed in that area because the first thing I did literally was when they opened up the world to me after that dumbass fucking intro that's like way too long. Bro, I went to the fucking strippers, and I, went to the fucking girl, and she's like, hey, you want some? And I'm like, well, no shit, that's why I bought the fucking game. And, it's like a 2-second cutscene, and the shit wouldn't even load in. I'm like, this fucking garbage.
I had a bug, which I don't know how it happened. I reported it. When I went to the strip club, there was a guy dancing, and all the guys were giving. It was funny as shit. I'm like,
how do you know? I don't know. You sure that's a bug?
Maybe not. I mean, this is 77.
Bro, and when I was first playing it, like I was going through all these crazy clubs, and it looks like you could do all this crazy cool shit. Like these women are like in these like back fucking, it's like these private rooms. You go in there and they're just standing there, and it's like, guys, I mean, like let's do something. You can't do shit in the game because it's a fucking linear story game under the guise of something much more, but it's actually just junk.
Yeah, it's horrible. There's so many things about like park the car in the middle of the freaking highway. It just backs up. 50 of the same cars. Everyone looks the same. You shoot one, and everyone's just like, "What am I supposed to do?" Oh God.
Yeah, you're
It was
just screwed. You're just screwed.
I'm glad I got my money back from that damn game.
Well, I didn't. I didn't. Well, at least I put it 6 feet under. I mean, at least I can. I got that on my own certified badge.
And you should also bring back playing the game. I do like when you play the game.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, out here we can't really. I mean, we could play it on Google Stadia, but it's gonna be less. It's I mean, you guys wouldn't play what they ship day one. I mean, that's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But it's still fucking broken. I mean, I don't know how maybe the Stadia version is the best version. I don't know, but that's the only way I could play it out here.
Yeah, according to a lot of people I read online, they say that is the best version to play.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably what, like a fucking, I don't even know how what are they using on their server? It's probably high-end shit, so probably a 3080 or something.
Probably, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Also, you should, if you're going to bring in movies, if you do like other things like wrestling, like we talked about, you should talk about that. Just like here and there, not like a shitload,
Right.
Because I know a lot of people
yeah,
don't give
I got a video where I met CM Punk and all that shit, Jerry Lawler.
And I love the whole debacle you had with him. I'm not allowed to talk about that because well, what the fuck you here then if you're not allowed to talk about shit? Fucking king. I wish he died in that heart attack.
No. Well, I did
Man.
eventually get his autograph a year later, but I had to, I had to.
Did he? Do you remember?
Well, I acted a little different. Let's just say that when I went up to Jerry Law, because I didn't want to go up to him as normal, because I thought he'd remember me, so I acted a little crazy, But he signed my Donald Trump, piece, because I think he's a Donald Trump fan, so I got a free autograph from Jerry Lawler,
Yeah. Oh, hey, I mean, with these people, that's all you do, right? Oh, hey, I support Biden. Oh, hey, I'll sign up for you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah,
Suckers
I got a free picture from of like a zombie Trump, and they were like, "Damn, that's cool."
Yeah.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
the wheels rolling. I'll talk to you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh my God, Michael. Oh my God. I mean, I know you guys are bored with the Cyberpunk thing, but like, there's literally very little else to you want to harp on the fucking Horizon thing. Like, come on, man. I'm going to say fucking PS5 died. Probably should have done that. But we do have next Thursday for the big show, huge show. Big PlayStation 5 future event. As a PlayStation 5 owner, that's going to be one of the biggest shows. I am actually very excited to check that out. And we're going to be obviously streaming that. Obviously, everyone and their grandma is going to be streaming that. So if you do pick World Class, we do appreciate that. We'll try and get the mix look good so you can hear me and the fucking, the audio for the games they show off. Great. But it's only like a 40-minute event. So we hope that, they can hit that home run. We hope that there's going to be big surprises. I don't want just God of War and, some shit we've already, like, I need to see the future. I need some big teases. I need some big fucking surprises. And if they can hit those home runs in those ways, then I think it's going to be a fucking stellar show. I mean, if we get, a new teaser for Spider-Man 2, like, that's going to be fucking crazy. If we get something that's, like, horror-related, maybe Kojima, maybe Silent Hill. I mean, I know that's a fucking stretch. But that'll be fucking crazy as well. So, there's just a lot of things that could happen, and we hope that they do. But they're hyping this up pretty fucking big. So, even though it's only 40 minutes, they can jam-pack it worth of, like, okay, this is God of War. Let's give God of War, like, a 15-minute time frame, and then let's start teasing some other stuff, and, like, hey, this is, be on the lookout. Well, this is why you bought a fucking PS5. The next generation is actually going to start 2022, 2023. These are the games that are coming. Spider-Man fucking 2. They're going to actually listen to my review. Hopefully they listen to my review. Hopefully they took it seriously, but we'll see. So, with that said, folks, I guess we're going to wind this one down. I could go out here all night, but I know a lot of other people can't because they just can't last as long. We are the ratings. Let me just see where the ratings are at. Oh, the ratings could be a lot better. We peaked at, it's not telling me where we peaked, which is so stupid. But, about 217 people in here today. Very low. I don't know what's going on. But, it is what it is. It's another hurdle we got to, continue to crawl over. And we have to, punch the brick wall every day. We got to punch that brick wall. If we do decide to do Midnight Caller, we'll try to do the Twitter thing so you guys can actually call in on the go. And we'll see how that works out. But again, if no one's participating, I mean, there's only so much that World Class can do out here for you. So, yeah, Kojima, Blue Box Game Studios. I don't know. Maybe, potentially. We'll see. We'll see. So with that said, we're going to wrap this show up here. We went for an hour and pretty long, actually. Hour and 40 minutes. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. For those that did, not too many today. But we tried, guys. We tried. But that was Cyberpunk 2077, 267 days later. Wouldn't it suck if I actually had the game when we were playing it and we did like one of those big streams you guys love, and then no one showed up? Yeah, that's why I'm a little afraid to fucking actually, you know. I don't know why we're itching, but we're itching. Nonetheless, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we might be back for Midnight Caller. We might not be, but if we do, you'll probably know about it, for the 5 people that watch that show. And that's the reality of the situation. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. But wait a minute, Michael. I came from the Witcherverse, and I'm here to put a spell on you. I'm going to curse you, Michael, because you don't like the Witcher. Now, you can say what you want to say about that Cyberpunk there, boy, but that Witcher, don't you dare cross lines with the Witcher. And don't you dare cross lines with Elden Ring. Because we over at 4Channel will come over there and stomp a mud hole in your big ass. It's over!